What's up, YouTube? It's your girl MissyNoElliot here, back with another travel vlog. So this is your first time at my channel, welcome. Hope y'all like what y'all see. And if you're returning to my channel, thanks for coming back. Make sure you click that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, which I know you are. So if you've seen my other travel videos, you'll know that I recently traveled to Thailand. My trip also included a leg in India. Now, if you know me personally, you'll know that I've always wanted to go to India because that's my namesake. My real name is actually India with a Y. And it was such an amazing trip. It was both, my trip to India was both personal and business, and you'll get to see a little bit of that in the video. Hope you guys like it, and if you haven't watched the first part of this epic trip that started out in Thailand, click here to watch part 1 and part 2, and let's get into it.
All right, so here we are in the airport in Phuket. Pretty basic overseas airport. A lot of people were flying out. So our flight left from Phuket and had a stopover in Bangkok. And then from Bangkok, we traveled to Chennai. So this is us taking off from Bangkok, and you can see all the pretty lights. It was nighttime around, I think like 7 p.m. And you can see the traffic was crazy.
Business class. We basically have it to ourselves. This is our seats. As you can see, no one is next to me. Is there anyone next to you, Vanessa? No? You got all the room in the world to lounge out as we head to India. Thank you.
The flight to India was pretty packed if you were in economy, which we weren't. We were in business class, as you can see. Very comfortable, very relaxing, very inviting. And the flight attendants, they were so pretty with the garments that they wore. The food, absolutely amazing. I had the curry with chickpeas and rice and the desserts. Oh my god, this little key lime pie was so good, I had to get seconds. Once we landed, the airport had these beautiful sculptures all over the airport, and then going through immigration was pretty quick and pretty simple. We landed at night. It was around 11:30 and got to our hotel, and we were highly disappointed. We originally had a reservation for the Clarion in Chennai, and the reviews were, decent. But upon checking in and getting to the room, we did not like it at all. It was just very subpar and just not up to our standards, and we asked to change rooms. And they ended up showing us like 4 different rooms, and we did not like any of them. And then lastly, the last room that they showed us, this was like the best of their rooms, and they told us that this was a 2-year-old hotel, which it wasn't. It's a very old hotel that changed over names to the Clarion about 2 years ago. So there's like a bunch of patch jobs everywhere. The rooms with carpet have a very, very bad smell. The sheets and everything were just dirty. We were just very, very uncomfortable, but we were tired, so we stayed the night, and then the next day we checked out. We were able to get a refund, and off we went to the Park Hyatt Chennai. And the Park Hyatt is 4-5-star hotel, gorgeous amenities, and I just can't rave enough about it. So this is us leaving the Clarion the very next morning, and driving through the town to get to the Park Hyatt. And it's funny because the 2 hotels are not far from each other. It's about a 15-minute drive as per Google Maps, but if you've ever been to India, then you would know the traffic is fucking ridiculous. Like, it's like Los Angeles traffic on steroids. So what would have been a 15-minute ride actually took us like about a half an hour. There's hardly any traffic lights, so everyone's just going every which way. You have cars, you have trucks, you have buses, you have tuk-tuks, you have motorbikes, and then you just have like people crossing and everything like that. So yeah, it was very interesting to say the least. I mean, it was a Saturday, so I guess, you had some people that were on the road going to work, but I just was not expecting for there to be so much traffic. But once we got to the Park Hyatt, it was wonderful. You walk into the lobby, it is beautiful and inviting and welcoming. And I just felt right. I just felt right at home. I'm not the type of person that needs to have 5-star accommodations everywhere that I go, but the Clarion just was not it, and we preferred to have, the comforts of a bigger name hotel while we are away. So while our room was getting ready, they invited us up to their restaurant to have lunch. And by the time we finished lunch, our room was ready, and we went in and looked around, and you can tell from yourself the difference between the two hotel rooms.
So huge, nice and clean. There's the sink here. Frosted glass doors for privacy. Small mirror. Flat screen. Double beds. Beautiful, beautiful room. Definitely not the Clarion.
So after we got settled in our room, we headed out so that I can conduct some business. Like I said in the intro, India was a part business trip for me. I've always wanted to start my own hair company, and I didn't want to rely on what someone on the internet was telling me. And I also didn't want to go with the standard manufactured Chinese hair. So after doing tons and tons of research, it led me to India as the largest place for authentic hair extensions. And if you would like to watch my video on my company page, you can click above to watch that, and you can see us walking through a couple of factories and looking at the hair. So on the third day, we flew from Chennai to New Delhi and had a private tour that took us to Agra, which is about a 3-hour drive from New Delhi, to visit the Taj Mahal. Now, what most people don't know is that the Taj Mahal is surrounded by these outlying buildings. The South Gate and the Great Gate here. And this is one of the Great Gate, which is the entrance to the actual Taj Mahal, and they're all mausoleums, and they are intricate and beautiful structures. Pictures do not do them justice. Definitely something that if you visit India, you have to make time to go and visit.
We are headed to the Taj Mahal, and this is our ride.
There are no cars allowed in the compound, so you have to take one of these motorized tuk-tuks, or you can even ride a camel inside the grounds of the Taj Mahal. The tour guide that we were with, he recommended that we have our pictures taken with a professional, and I'm so glad that we did, because we were able to get prints and also a CD with all of the pictures that were taken. We did different poses. We took pictures by ourselves. We took pictures together. And the shots just really came out a whole lot better than I could do with my iPhone 6 on a selfie stick. Let's be honest here. And it wasn't that expensive either. And once we were done taking pictures, we actually journeyed inside of the Taj Mahal to see the beautiful marble in all of its beautiful glory and essence.
That's all
Can you do it again? Oh wow.
ये तुम्हारी बात है भाई देख लो
And what stone is that again? Carlinian stone.
The beautiful marble inside of the Taj Mahal is Carlinian stone, and as you saw in the video before, it actually lights up if you put light to it, and it's just so beautiful. After visiting the Taj, it was such a hot day. We were ready for lunch, and we had an authentic Indian lunch at a local restaurant, and oh my God, it was so good. I can't even tell you how good it was. Like the naan bread with garlic and butter, we must have had like 3 shares of that bread because it was just so good. After lunch, we headed over to Agra Fort, which is not too far from the Taj Mahal. And some people, I guess, kind of forget about it because, you know, the Taj Mahal is, you know, what they come to see. But the fort is also beautiful as well and has a lot of history. One thing I will say about my trip to Agra and to the Taj is that I don't think many of the locals are used to seeing African Americans. And because I had my hair in these mini twists, I guess I was considered a local celebrity because everybody was staring, they were taking pictures, women were pointing and, you know, gesturing at my hair. Some even came up to me and tried to tell me, you know, that they like my hair. It's so interesting. They wanted to touch it. So this picture here is just of me being fed up with people taking pictures of me. So I started taking pictures of them back. So Agra was wonderful, nice full day trip, and our flight didn't leave until the evening, and we got back to New Delhi pretty early. So our tour guide took us to this shop where they basically sold everything, honey child. It was like being on 23rd Street in Manhattan, but inside of a building with multiple floors. And I bought everything from saris to handmade scarves and even jewelry. Now, the flight coming to New Delhi was great. We were on Indiegogo, which is, I guess you can say, the India's equivalent to JetBlue. So the plane was comfortable and nice. But coming back, man, we were on Air India, and that plane was so old. I think it was older than my mom. Like, it was falling apart, and the turbulence was just like crazy. It felt like the way that they drive on the ground was the way that they fly in the air. It was just bouncing around, and I just could not wait to get off this 2.5-hour flight. Aside from that horrible flight back from New Delhi, I had a wonderful time here in India, even made a friend, and it was a really wonderful cultural trip, and it was a successful business trip. But after 2 weeks on the road, I was ready to go home and we flew home on Etihad Airways business class with a short stop in Abu Dhabi. And that's it for India. I will definitely be back. I have a 10-year visa, so I definitely want to visit other stops like Mumbai and Bangalore. So India, you'll definitely see India once again. As always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my trip to India. I have more travel vlogs coming up for you soon, and I'll catch you in my next one. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and also leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll see you in my next one.